Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. The 71st Annual Antoinette Perry Tony Awards will be held on Sunday evening, June 11th, live at Radio City Music Hall. This year's host is Academy Award and Tony Award winner Kevin Spacey. And we're here at the New York Public Library for the Performing Arts, where this year's nominees were announced by Jane Krakowski and Christopher Jackson.
The nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Musical are Danae Benton, Natasha Pierre, and The Great Comet of 1812, Christine Ebersole, War Paint, Patti LuPone, War Paint, Bette Midler, Hello Dolly, and Eva Noblezada, Miss Saigon.
Oh wait, sorry, I wasn't.
Good morning, how are you?
Happy Tony nomination day.
What was today like for you two?
Early, but exciting because, you know, we brought happy news to many of our friends and other actors in the community.
Yeah,
which is great. I mean, this is sort of like the beginning of the season that we get to celebrate each other, you know, and the audiences are where everyone gets brought into the thing that's sort of like our thing throughout the course of the year, you know. So it's a really awesome thing, and you know, as you're reading these names, you know someone's life is literally changing. Like it's a tectonic shift in someone's career. It's pretty awesome.
Is it all surreal for you because you hear names you want to hear, names you don't hear, friends of yours that work in this business?
A bit, yeah, but we had to follow what it said on the pages. There were many times I wanted to add in a few more names, but we're not allowed to do that.
A lot of people are going to be watching the Tonys for the very first time, wherever they live around the world. In Middle America, that's their one eye into the theater. Do you remember the first time you saw the Tony Awards on TV?
Yes, for sure. I mean, I was a Tony Award geek. I mean, we VCR'd it every year. I would play back. I would memorize songs from playing back the numbers. I remember Patti LuPone and Evita. I played that back a million times. I think the tape is probably worn out. This was back when we had VCR tapes, kids. But yeah, I think, you know, for people who can't get to Broadway, it is a way, and for Broadway to come to them and to be inspired and to get a look inside and be treated to these incredible performances. But I know for sure that it was a huge influence on me and why I wanted to be in this business, and just couldn't wait till I could get across the Lincoln Tunnel and try.
See?
Everybody's got to have a dream to get across the Lincoln Tunnel.
You did many times. Chris, for you?
Theater was not something that was readily available where I grew up. I just grew up in the middle of nowhere in terms of that kind of culture. For a very long time, I had no idea what the Tony Awards were. It wasn't until I got to New York and actually got to acting school that I knew what the Tonys were. And once I found out that that's the pinnacle, it became all I could think about. It consumed me. And then fast forward to '97 or '98 when I performed with The Lion King. The performances, those moments, every single part of those experiences is crystallized it's just in my soul. I can't wait for the next opportunity to step on that stage, because the Tony performances are it's different than it is 8 shows a week. There's just, you ratchet it up just a little bit harder. You're exhausted and you're crying at the end of it. It's the release of being able to share it with so many people all at once makes it even more spectacular and more special. And the fact that when you get to do it with your friends, it's even sweeter. So.